Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to the channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about teen mom baby daddy Ryan Edwards and his soon-to-be ex-wife Mackenzie Edwards. There's been a lot going on between the two in the past few months, and it looks like Mackenzie Edwards, she is done. She is tired of it, and she has officially filed for divorce from Ryan Edwards. Not only has she filed for a divorce, but she also filed to get custody of the kids. So let's go ahead, let's get into what's happening between Ryan and Mackenzie. So the Ashley has been able to confirm that Mackenzie Edwards, the wife of teen mom OG dad to Bentley, Ryan Edwards, has officially filed for a divorce. The filing took place on Monday, which was February 27th, I do believe, in Tennessee, which is where they live, following 2 months of complete chaos between the couple. Mackenzie has retained a lawyer to aid her in this divorce process. As of right now, it's being said that Ryan does not have an attorney, but he may need one, you guys, because not only could he potentially need one for the divorce, but Ryan was arrested. He's facing drug charges. He's facing violating a protective order charges. So he's going to need an attorney. And as of right now, they say he doesn't have one for any of these situations. So Ryan did receive a notice of the divorce filing on Monday. In addition to the notice, the judge also signed off on an order giving Mackenzie temporary custody of the kids that the couple have. So they have a son named Jagger and a daughter named Stella, and the judge gave Mackenzie custody of them, at least temporarily, until they can get it figured out in court. So I think that is huge, and that is for the best right now for sure, because Ryan is going through a lot and he's not doing well. I mean, just from what we've been hearing, and if you just look at what his charges are that he was recently arrested for, if you take that into account, Ryan needs to focus on himself and nothing else at this time. So I'm glad to hear that the judge has temporarily given Mackenzie custody of their 2 children. Not only that, the judge also gave Mackenzie a restraining order against Ryan. Now, a few weeks ago, Mackenzie filed for a protective order that it was given, but it was a temporary protective order. She filed the temporary protective order, and Ryan, the next day, violated that protective order. So the judge has now given her another protective order, but a more permanent one. The other one was temporary. He violated that one, so now she has a permanent one. Sometimes a permanent restraining order can be up to 2 years. So I'm not for sure how long this restraining order is in effect, but like I said, I know sometimes they can go up to 2 years. They can go anywhere, I think anywhere from like 12 months to 2 years, but it doesn't say here how long the protective order she has against him stands. So I'm not sure. If I find out, I will make a post on the community tab or something. Either way, this is not surprising given the last few months that the two have had. This was happening for months, but we didn't even know. Like, we did not know that they were really struggling for the past few months. But when everything came out, we found out that this situation has been happening for months. So Ryan was arrested earlier this month, which it's about to be March, but I'm filming this at the end of February. But Ryan was arrested earlier in February for violating the protective order filed by Mackenzie, as well as for harassment. Now, she contacted the police, played an audio recording of her having a phone call with Ryan where he told her that this biker gang that he had just joined was going to show up at her job and question her and potentially beat her up, or would want to beat her up. And obviously that was grounds for her to get a restraining order, but the police were also at their house and saw that Ryan, who they suspect Ryan to have damaged the house by punching holes in the wall and things such as that. So she got a protective order. The very next day, Ryan would call Mackenzie's dad, and that's what would put him in violation of that temporary restraining order. He called Mackenzie's dad and said, let Mackenzie know I'm coming over to get my things, or something to that effect. And he's not allowed to do that. If you have a restraining order, you cannot even contact a third party to relay a message or to talk about the person or anything. He also made a post on social media as well. So he was then arrested for harassing Mackenzie. Now, when he was picked up for violating that protective order, that temporary protective order for harassing Mackenzie, he was found to be in possession of a controlled substance, which they believe to have been cocaine and heroin. He was also found to be in possession of drug paraphernalia. Ryan was set a bond, and of course, someone paid it, and he was released from jail. He is due in court in April for these charges. Now, the petition that Mackenzie filed on February 8th in order to get that RO against Ryan, she mentioned several times that Ryan had gotten violent with her, made threats against her, sometimes in front of the children. She also, as well as her father and a co-worker, had to call 911 multiple times over the last 2 months to report Ryan's alleged violent behavior towards Mackenzie. Mackenzie revealed at one point that she no longer felt safe around Ryan or at home if he was there with her. Mackenzie would detail several incidents that happened over the last 2 months in order to get that protective order. So when filling out the petition, she mentioned a situation that happened at their home where Ryan took out his pocket knife and put it to her back. Another incident that she talked about in that petition, she said that Ryan grabbed her by her neck and shoved her up against the wall, threatening her. She said that that happened in front of the children. She noted an incident where she was lying on her bed and Ryan came and jumped on the bed, jumping on the bed, getting in her face, yelling at her, ultimately breaking the bed, and when he walked away, he threw nicotine in her eyes. That situation, she also said, happened in front of the children. I can absolutely see why Mackenzie would be done at this point. 2 months of pure hell, it seems, that she endured because of Ryan. Obviously, it seems that Ryan has relapsed, which could be the reason he is acting this way. It seems that he was really paranoid, that she was cheating on him, and that could have led to him treating her this way. Mackenzie and Ryan have been married since 2017. This will be the first divorce for Ryan, but the second for Mackenzie. She was previously married to the father of her son, Hudson, whom she got pregnant with when she was a teenager. Now, in addition to his divorce and the custody battle with Mackenzie, Ryan is facing more legal issues. So the Sun revealed that 2 warrants were filed for Ryan's arrest this past Monday. So at the same time that Mackenzie was filing for a divorce, the judge was signing off on additional warrants for Ryan's arrest. And these warrants, one is for stalking and one is for violating a protective order. I'm assuming it could have something to do with that first protective order. I'm not sure. But either way, now he has additional charges. The stalking, I'm going to assume, is also related to Mackenzie. Honestly, this is really sad because watching Ryan Edwards on the last episode of Teen Mom Family Reunion, the reunion, it seemed like he was finally growing up. I don't know. I seen him take accountability for not being active in Bentley's life. Like, he wasn't even trying to make excuses. He said, like, I wish I would not have been selfish. I wish I would have put Bentley as a priority rather than putting myself as a priority. He said those things, and I was like, congratulations, Ryan. Like, you're really finally putting yourself aside and taking accountability for the fact that you screwed up. It's not Macy's fault. It's not anyone else's fault. While watching that, I was like, dang it. It sucks that we know that he has relapsed. It sucks that we know that he is not doing well, because if none of this would have happened and I would have just saw Ryan on the show taking accountability and seeming to commit to Bentley, I would have been like, great, that's awesome. He's doing better, clearly. But knowing what we know, that it was short-lived, or I don't know, clearly he's not doing better. He has seemingly relapsed, and it has made him extremely paranoid. Maybe he's hanging out with the wrong crowd. Either way, it's been a living nightmare for Mackenzie. She has filed for divorce. She has the children. Thank God. You guys, just keep in mind, this is a real family. There are children involved. As much as you dislike one person or the other, there's children involved, and these are real people with real feelings, and it sucks all the way around. So I'm going to keep you guys updated. Since there are warrants for his arrest, stalking, violating the protective order, I assume Ryan will more than likely be arrested again at some point for these warrants, unless he can get these figured out, maybe go before the judge and work out some sort of situation, I don't know, where he doesn't have to be arrested. Either way, he is due back in court in April. So if he doesn't get it situated when he goes back to court, he may just get arrested for those charges. I'm going to keep you guys updated. You guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Mackenzie Edwards files for divorce after 6 years of marriage to Ryan Edwards and 2 months of what they're saying was pure hell, where he allegedly got violent with her, threatened her, and it's just been a complete nightmare. I will keep you guys updated if I hear anything else. You guys let me your thoughts in the comment section below. Give this video a huge thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.